Radical.
Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm going to quickly add this to my pre-recorded commentary. I know, second upload in a row I'm doing this, but I don't want to make a separate upload to what I already recorded. Joker 2, that's what I'm calling it. Not Folie Douce, Folie Deux, or whatever the fucking French shit they titled it. Joker 2 has earned a D from CinemaScore. The lowest ever for a comic book movie. Even lower than Madam Web. Even lower than Fantastic Four, it says, from 2015, that previously had the record with a C-. But no, CinemaScore gave it a D. And what CinemaScore does is a firm that basically collects information, polls moviegoers after they leave the movie theater, and it is no surprise, given what I'm about to talk about in my commentary, originally pre-recorded, why that is. Now, here we go. My commentary on Joker Folie Douce. Gonna add this to my pre-recorded commentary. I promise this is the second time I'm doing this, but a quick note to the commentary you're about to hear in a second here. I want to add this quickly. Joker has broke a record. Ironic, because the first Joker actually broke a record until previously it was dethroned by Deadpool Wolverine for being the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time. Not just comic book related, but it was the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time. Now, it's actually gotten the first D from CinemaScore out of every other comic book movie, scoring even lower than Madam Web of all movies that released earlier this year. Previously, the record holder for lowest score of a comic book movie for CinemaScore was Fantastic Four from 2015. Now, CinemaScore, as I'm reading, is a firm that basically goes around collecting data, details, polling from people leaving the movie theaters right after watching the movie. So you might argue that's the freshest kind of reviews is the initial responses from audiences, what they feel, how they think about the movie right after leaving, right after paying their money to go see the movie. This is how they feel. Also, another thing I add is there's a lot of moviegoers that are actually demanding they get their money back. There's a comment I'm reading here under a review of the movie that I'll leave a link to in the outro here that kind of sums up how I feel. This person, Sketch 193, says, author's character in Joker 2019, tragic, pitiful, mentally ill man who is put in situations that result in him becoming whole and in control, reflecting a society as just as broken as he is. Transitioning perfectly from a sympathetic character who is reacting to their horrible situations in his treatment into an unsympathetic maniac who plans with intent and who proceeds to revel in his newfound status amidst the chaos and his actions caused. Now, author in Joker 2, I'm not going to say Folie Deluxe or whatever, just Joker 2. That's what we're going to call it here. Attention-seeking coward who planned on offing himself in a talk show that had an angry outburst and ended up shooting the host. He's not reveling in the results of his actions. He's pitying himself because his actions have consequences. There is no Joker. That was just a gimmick for the occasion. But he has a fan base and a love interest, so he proceeds to try and act as this Joker that everyone else sees him as and to meet their expectations. Only to receive punishment from the guards and instantly pussies out and seeks to distance himself from the Joker because he's not about the life. Harley has no interest in him because he's not living up to the expectations she has in her head, which were born of the results of his actions. Kind of like how we're getting gaslighted for our expectations of the movie, which was born of what happened in the first movie. She leaves, and here's a big spoiler for anybody that wants to go see this movie or has plans of seeing it. I'm warning you. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. He dies. He dies at the end of the movie. Apparently, what happens is he gets stabbed by somebody else, and then they carve the smile into their face, kind of like Heath Ledger did, and they become the Joker. So, imagine going into the theaters, sitting through what is, I'm sure, at least a 2-hour movie. That's mostly a fucking musical I'm reading here. What the hell, man? A musical with Lady Gaga? Who the fuck is this movie for? If you watch the first movie and you want to, find out and learn about the Joker, it's a big drop off from the smoking hot Harley Quinn. I forget her name, she was Barbie, from the Suicide Squad. And here we have Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga, who, let's be honest here, has kind of a man face going. She's not that great looking, okay? She's not that great looking, plain and simple. In fact, there are rumors that she is not even a she. I'm just saying, there's a video out there where she's on stage and something kind of falls out of her pants. I don't know what the heck that could be. So she could have been, quote, born this way, or I don't know. But anyways, it could be a hermaphrodite. I'm not sure. But anyways, Harley should be the personification of curvy and gorgeous, bouncy parts. That should be Harlequin, all right? That's how she has always been. Dr. J. Oh, wait, Dr. J? Who the fuck is Dr. J? Basketball player. Mr. J. That should be Harlequin. It's not that fucking hard to get these characters right. And the Joker should be the Joker. A lot of people question, you're going to make a movie that's an origin movie of the Joker? But it turned out pretty well. It's kind of like a one-hit wonder movie. You don't need to follow that up unless you're going to do something drastically new with it, but not super different, but extending upon that, or at least have the same character. This is a musical / courtroom drama, and not just Joker and Harlequin going around Gotham fucking shit up. If most of the movie was these two characters creating a gang, maybe the origin of Joker's gang and going around fucking things up, and maybe a light hint of Batman here and there, that would have been an okay movie. But a courtroom drama, just focusing on poor, pathetic Arthur getting beaten up, stabbed and killed at the end of the movie, it just seems like a waste of time. And also, like that comment said, the fact that this Joker is more interested in, has an identity crisis, and becoming Joker not for himself and his own empowerment, but because a female wants it from him. So it feels to me like the female is more the Joker in this movie than Arthur is. Sad, pathetic, stabbed at the end. I think really what happened here is maybe there was some pressure on Hollywood to kind of dissect this character, because honestly there was a lot of people that came out that were feeling with the first movie, feeling for Arthur's character because of a society that holds down men. And a lot of people maybe took that, maybe that was not the intent of Todd Phillips in this movie, but a lot of people, they felt sympathetic to that particular character. Now, does that mean all those characters are going to go out and become the Joker? No. But there was elements that really kind of resonated with a lot of especially specific young men out there in the world today. So we have the second movie that sounds absolutely horrendous, sounds terrible. And people are leaving comments like, well, was at least Lady Gaga singing okay? I think that should not be the main focus of a sequel to a Joker movie. Oh, is Lady Gaga singing okay? Because it's not Harlequin. You're like, that's Lady Gaga. That's Lady Gaga. At least with the Suicide Squad movie, I even forget the name of the person. You're like, well, that's Harlequin. A situation where you have a figure that obviously is they're gonna be seen as a singing, dancing type of person from the pop universe. And I'm thinking, why did it have to be Lady Gaga? Couldn't it have been any other female? Not even like a well-known actress in there? I haven't seen the movie, so I can't review the movie. But I'll leave you a link to a person that has saw the movie and has reviewed the movie. And that's where this comment I got off in that comment section from that video, so you can check that out. But I definitely will not be going to see Joker Folie de Rus, because the ending alone, I'm happy, was spoiled. Why the fuck would I go watch a movie for 2 hours about the Joker if he winds up just getting stabbed at the end? Roll credits. Psst, what a waste of time. And I'm not yet done. I'm going to work something else in. I keep reading more and more about this movie, and I'm going to do you all a favor. If you still are thinking you might go see Joker Folie de Rus, even after everything I've told you, how about this? There's a scene with the main character, the Joker, where, in retaliation, the guards take him off to a bathroom. And there's about 4 or 5 of them. And they don't just mercilessly beat him. They do something else to him that is implied to be of a rape nature. Now, in the movie, I don't think it's directly shown, but I'm using the powers of the Reddit here to pretty much surmise that it's implied from the director that in retaliation, not only was he beaten, which would have been more than enough from the guards, but they all, what's that damn movie with Ned Beatty and Burt Reynolds? Shit. It leaves me now. He's got a pretty mouth. Squeal like a pig. Yeah, that shit. So, I think I understand now why people were straight up walking out of the movie. Again, it's supposed to be supposedly a movie about the Joker. Alright? A movie about the Joker probably doesn't have any scenes like this in it. This is... But then again, it's not the Joker, though. So imagine suffering through what you think is a DC Joker movie that's half Lady Gaga singing and shit, courtroom drama, then musical. Could you imagine being a male, a guy that liked the first movie? You're here, and a character that, I don't know, maybe you shouldn't be rooting for him, but still, is the main character of the movie. It's not exactly a hero, but do you really want to pay attention to what is possibly the only reason you're going to watch the fucking movie, which is the Joker, and you're sitting and you're watching a Joker renounce being the Joker, sad about being the Joker, then RAPED, and then eventually offed at the end of the movie? Why would you pay money to see that? Right now, I'm telling you all, if I got free tickets in the mail to go see this, I would rip them up, I would piss on them, then I would burn the tickets. I wouldn't want to see it. I wouldn't want anyone else to see it.